You're waiting for life to make sense. Pathetic. While you sit there demanding explanations, someone else is winning. Someone else is building. Someone else is taking what should be yours because they understand something you don't. Meaning is for losers. Action is for winners. You want to know why you're suffering. You want the universe to explain your pain. You want clarity before you move. You sound like a child, crying for mommy to make sense of the world, demanding bedtime stories to feel safe. Grow up. Life doesn't owe you understanding. Life owes you nothing. You're tired. You're doing everything right. Nothing seems to change. You want to quit because you can't see the point. Here's the brutal truth. You don't need to see the point. You just need to shut up and keep moving. Stop waiting for meaning. Stop waiting for clarity. Stop waiting for the universe to send you a personal invitation. It's not coming. The meaning will come, but only to those who moved without it. Only to those who acted without guarantees. Only to those who kept going when it made no sense. Everyone else quits because they're soft, because they need their hand held, because they can't handle uncertainty like adults. You endure pain, frustration, early mornings, full effort, but the results don't come, and you want to cry. Why am I still doing this? That's the question that separates champions from quitters. Champions don't need to know why. Quitters demand explanations for everything. What you need isn't meaning. What you need is to stop being weak. The answer doesn't come before the suffering. First, you go through hell. First, you endure without understanding. First, you keep going when every cell in your body screams quit. Only later, when you look back, things make sense. But your generation can't wait. Instant gratification generation. The pain that feels pointless is building you. The emptiness that feels like punishment is shaping you. The silence that feels like abandonment is preparing you. But you want instant meaning, instant purpose, instant understanding. Life doesn't work like TikTok. Deal with it. Meaning is a privilege, only granted to those who didn't quit halfway, only given to those who earned it through suffering, only revealed to those who proved they could handle confusion. Most people quit because they want guarantees. They want logic where only faith works. They want quick results to justify effort. They're pathetic. Real growth doesn't work like your Instagram feed. It's messy, lonely, unfair. You do the right thing and everything gets worse. You give everything and no one notices. You push past limits and life ignores you. And that's where weaklings quit. Because they believe if it's still hard, it must be wrong. But it's not wrong. It's working. You just haven't reached the moment where it makes sense. That moment only reveals itself to warriors, to those who endure the invisible, to those who keep going without applause. Faith isn't waiting for miracles. Faith is moving forward when everything screams stop. Faith is acting like you've already won when there's no victory in sight. Those who need meaning every step will never survive. But those who accept confusion as part of construction, they eventually understand everything. Your mind wants to quit, not because you're weak, but because you were trained for pleasure, not harvest. You were taught everything should be fast. Results in 30 days. Transformation in a week. Anything longer feels like failure. This generation has goldfish attention spans. But real growth works on reality's timeline. Not your timeline. It's slow, heavy, silent. You plant today. You harvest years later. And that waiting destroys most people. Because they mistake lack of return for lack of progress. Progress isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It happens while you persist, while you keep showing up, while you fight the urge to quit. Those who don't understand harvest time quit right before things bloom. They destroy what was about to flourish because they're impatient children. You don't need more speed. You need to stop being soft. What you're doing today, even if it feels pointless, is building your future. A future that only reveals itself to those who don't give up. You think your breakthrough will be epic, full of emotion, like a movie. Wrong. Glory doesn't announce itself. It slips in quietly, disguised as another ordinary day. It happens when you're tired, sweaty, hopeless. But still, go one more time. That's where champions separate from quitters. In the invisible moments. No signs, no warning. Just the feeling that for the 1,000th time, you're repeating the same effort. But it's that 1,000th time that changes everything. The first 999 were building. What you call boring routine is actually your portal to a new level that only opens to those who stay consistent. Through boredom, through silence, through zero recognition, life tests your seriousness. On the days when nothing works, those who push through level up. Those who quit go back to zero. You want change? Stop chasing Instagram moments. Start treating each repetition like it's the one, because one day it will be. But only if you're not weak, only if you don't quit, only if you can handle discomfort like an adult. Look at every successful person you admire. Same story. Years of being ignored, criticized, called delusional. Years of working with zero results. They watched friends move ahead. They watched doors close. They faced doubt daily. But they didn't quit. Not because they were stronger, but because something inside refused to break. And eventually, everything changed in a moment. One opportunity, one breakthrough. What no one saw suddenly became visible. The respect came. The doubters became followers. The invisible became undeniable. They didn't transform overnight. They just stayed where weak people can't remain. The world tests your patience before it rewards you. It wants to know if you can handle being invisible, long enough to become undeniable. Only those who understand there's no harvest without silence can endure. Don't stop when no one believes, because one day everyone will understand. But only those who stayed will collect. Picture yourself 5 years from now. If you keep holding the line, the strength you'll carry, the confidence, the results, your future self is begging you not to quit, because he knows something you don't. The meaning is coming, but only to those who moved without it. What feels pointless today is building your foundation. Every rep counts. Every day counts. Every moment you choose to continue instead of quit counts. The meaning will come. The understanding will arrive, but only to those who earned it through action. Stop waiting for permission from the universe. Stop waiting for signs. Stop waiting for understanding. Start moving. Start building. Start becoming. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, hidden behind one more day, one more rep, one more moment of not being weak. You don't need to understand why. You just need to stop being soft. The ones who keep going without understanding are the ones who eventually understand everything. Stop waiting for meaning. Start creating it through action. The meaning will make sense someday. But today you just move.